You know, it's real fucked up that you so-called boxing writers trying to twist what I said at the press conference. I don't have a problem with Devin Haney going to private school. I got a problem with Devin Haney acting like a tough guy from the streets. Props to him going to private school. Anybody want to go to private school, but stop acting like a fucking tough guy when he ain't tough. That's what the fuck I mean. Act like you know, so fuck all y'all. You can fuck off all as I can care.
What was your thoughts on Regis's assistant coach threatening to call Tank at the press conference? What was that about?
Man, listen, I don't know. I think that's Regis's strength and conditioning coach. It might be his first time, you know what I mean, first rodeo up on the stage or whatever, you know what I mean? So I don't know if he was nervous as Regis was at Regis's last fight, you know what I mean? But that was supposed to be like a joke. You didn't laugh.
No, I'm listening to you.
You know what I mean? But that must have been some nervous energy, you know what I'm saying? Because he said a lot of things. You know, he didn't give us credit for a lot of things. And like I said, I give him credit for being a two-time world champion. But, you know, at the same time, we invited him to the city. You know what I mean? As a world champion, Devin is stepping up to 140 pounds. And it's not about bringing in a showcase fight. We want to bring in somebody that's coming to fight, and that's what we know Mr. Prograis is going to be doing.
Did it surprise you that this trainer kept bringing up Tank and Shakur's names more than Regis' name at the press conference? That was kind of puzzling.
Man, yeah. No, that was. He's a big dummy. He's a big dummy to sit next to his guy. Right before the fight and talk about other guys that your fighter has talked about fighting. You know, when it comes down to it, it's Regis and Devin in the ring. So to bring up those other guys was asinine. Right now, we got to handle that business. And you've seen how disrespectful the Prograis team have been. So it's imperative that we go in there and put a devastating ass whipping on Mr. Prograis on December the 9th.
Man, you know, it's always great interviewing you, man. But lastly,
yes,
you said on the press conference, the myth of coming from the streets or the struggle doesn't necessarily make you a better fighter. Can you elaborate on that? Because I think that's a very important point you made.
Hey, listen, anytime you glorifying or glamorizing the streets, you're stupid. You know, either you haven't grown up in the streets or either you're using it as a crutch to somehow make someone else feel something that they shouldn't be feeling. Anyone, and I'm saying anyone. I grew up in the streets. I don't know of anyone that's in the streets and happy. If you have a choice, you say, hey, listen, I want to go to this school where I have to fight every day, right? I have to fight about colors. I have to fight about the street I go to, or here, go to this school over here. Which one would you pick? You know, I commend and I applaud for every kid that gets up and goes to the school that they have to go to, right? The school that's in their neighborhood, right? You get up and do it. You don't buck. You know what I mean? You get up and you go do it. But if a parent can take their kid and put their kid in an environment that they can thrive and it's not a dangerous environment, then I applaud all the parents that do that. You know what I mean? All the parents that aren't able to do that and they spend time talking to their kids and they watch them really close because that environment might be a little bit more negative. I applaud them as well. But it's about what's in you. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't grow up. Matter of fact, I went to private school. But my parents were blue collar workers. One in the automotive industry, and one worked for an airlines.
Right.
And I went to private school. But the peer pressure from people that's in the streets, people that are, you know what I'm saying, maybe not as fortunate enough to have a mom and a dad in their life, was able to manipulate me into believing that because they were tough, they had swag, because their story might be a little bit more hard luck and hard pressed, but they still had their chin up and they still had that swag and that mannerism about themselves. That's what's incredibly attractive to the guys when you see that come, you know what I mean, from the urban cities, right? Is the fact that they have resilience, they have that never give up attitude. So that's extremely attractive, whether it be from a male or female, to see someone with that much resilience. And I think that that's what they're sensationalizing, right? Those that have come from it. But at the same token, you should not, you shouldn't down someone that has achieved the same success but come from a different walk of life or a different environment. Makes no sense. Because at the end of the day, in boxing, both of those kids will be in there by themselves on December.
That's the problem with boxing today. You got Instagram guys like this who got so many fucking followers. He ain't never
Undisputed champion of the world.
Street fight. He ain't been in no street fight.
Undisputed champion of the world.
Absolutely.
Nope, never been in no street fight.
In your hometown, in the Bay Area, you're going to get knocked out.
Hey, I'm in a prize fight. I fight for the biggest prize, bro.
Okay, can I listen? That's a great position.
The official.
I'll speak the truth.
The official analysis from Evan. Now, Bill.
Okay.
Your analysis, please.
So what I want to do is, because that's the coaching old school. That's an old school theory that you have to be from. You have to be from the trenches, or you have to be from the mud, or you have to be something, or you have to be something to be a elite boxer. That's BS, man. You know what I'm saying? And all the parents and mothers and fathers that are watching and think that it's good to have an Eddie Hearn, but you don't have to have an Eddie Hearn. You don't have to have a Floyd Mayweather. You don't have to have what you have to have is a strong faith and a strong belief in what you have and in yourself. Me and Devin, we started out and we wanted to show other fathers and other mothers that you can get here too, that you don't have to have been to jail 30,000 times, you don't have to have, none of that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So what I do encourage parents and everybody that's listening, stay working in that gym, perfect your craft, inside the gym and not outside in the streets. We want to put the gloves on, the guns down, and the violence down, and I think Devin, who's his own promoter. Now listen, who wants the problems like this? Does anybody want any problems out of Regis and this guy? Absolutely not. That's why they never got any work. We called Eddie, right? Devin could have called a lot of different places, but he called Eddie to make this fight happen with a tough out like this team, this Progress team. I'm going to remember everything that this coach is saying.
You need to.
I'm going to remember. I'm going to work tremendous hard.
We will too. We will too.
Devin is prepared, and thank you guys for having us.
A prediction on the fight? Away from the Devin Haney win, how does this fight play out, Bill?
The bald head guy will be shut up. He's going to shut up. That's for one thing. I know he's going to shut up. And listen, and Devin will be victorious against a great champion like Regis Prograis, and we will win.
Challenger, Devin Haney.
I'm going to beat the shit out of him. After the fight, I'm going to go talk straight to him. And he going to say, I was just trying to sell the fight. I was just trying to get people to watch the fight. I'm going to say, nigga, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I told you I was going to whoop his ass, and I'm going to do it on December 9th. Y'all tune in.
Private school kid.
It's going to be fireworks. You don't know me. You don't know what your mom.
You're a private school kid. You're a private school kid.
Homeschooled, man.
Whatever. He ain't been in the trenches.
Give some families, some black families, to give some black families credit and take charge.
Trenches. Say what you want.
Listen, trenches. I was in the trenches. Listen,
we're not talking about you.
No. And I was a fool. Do you hear what I'm saying? Everybody. And I told my son, I said, if you follow me, you're a fool.
Absolutely.
I said, it's a guy named Floyd Mayweather in Las Vegas, and I said, watch every move.
He's not Floyd.
Yeah, but guess what?
He's not Floyd.
He's not me.
There'll never be another Floyd Mayweather.
And he's not me. So that's the success in our family.
That's great. I applaud you for that.
Exactly. You sound like an H-ass nigga.
At least you told the truth one time.
I tell the truth all the time. You gonna see?
Amen.
Regis, a final word from you, the champion. You heard the views of everybody in here. Your opponent says he's going to take you apart on December 9th. Final word from you. What goes down at this incredible arena in front of a packed out Chase Center, San Francisco, live on the Zone pay-per-view?
Yeah, I'm going to keep my belt. That's all. I'm not giving my belt. I'm going to keep my belt for sure. I feel like I'm going to stop him. I'm done with all this clown shit up here, but yeah, I'm done with that, bro. But yeah, I see y'all December 9th. Let these fucking clowns do what they gotta do.
Well, I've enjoyed
Going home
it.
with that clown. Going home with the clown.
We're gonna see.
Well, I've enjoyed it. I hope you have too. It's been an incredible experience up here at the press conference and a huge, huge night, December 9th.